welcome to your weekly reading. I also want to welcome our cross watchers. Thank you all for the continued support with your private readings. I greatly appreciate them. I know it has been a long time since we've been able to do these general readings, but hey, we're back to helping out with the general readings. If you would like to schedule a private reading, you can reach out to me. The information will be listed below in the comments. So, my Virgos, please keep in mind this is a collective general reading. So, please take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not. All right, my lovely Virgos, let's see what we have for you at this time. I do see where you guys are definitely going in the right direction. These have been some really good readings on today. I can definitely tell you some things are definitely going in the right direction, but I do need you to kind of keep your eye on the swivel, okay? My lovely Virgos, I do need to let you know you need to keep your eye on the swivel at this time, okay? There's definitely some challenges that are headed your way, but I need you to understand that you are in control, okay? And when I say that you are in control, you're solely in control on the things that goes on in your life and how things are going to turn out for you, okay? So now let's go ahead and get started here. My lovely Virgos, I do see where you guys have overcome some obstacles. He definitely has overcome some obstacles. And when I say you've overcome them, it has been in such a way that you've definitely been around some people that has been dishonest. And I feel like this energy is kind of creeping up on you too, okay? So it's not necessarily where it has already taken place in your life. For some, I'm feeling like it has already taken place where you've gone through that moment where there was some dishonesty with some people that are surrounding you, the deception, the betrayal, them being sneaky, and definitely they're not in your best interest. Okay, I have to say some of you guys have definitely gone through this process already, but then I do see some of you Virgos that are some of those that really need to watch out for some people that are around you because they have some disloyalty going on there. In their behavior is kind of sneaky. You're gonna see it. I see where you're going to be seeing this, and they are definitely dishonest. Okay, so kind of be careful with that when it comes to people around you, because I do see where you kind of keep your close friends close, but then you also kind of a little on the shaky end with a couple people. So definitely kind of watch out for that, okay? That dishonesty and people that are around you. Like I said, some of you have already gone through this, and some of you are beginning to see how you really can't trust a lot of people that say that they are there with you, okay? I do see that, and it's like it's they're kind of petty, okay? When I say that, the people that are kind of surrounding you, they're kind of like some petty people, okay? And it's like they always want to try to start some type of conflict, and they're always in disagreement with whatever it is that you're trying to speak about. But then also, I need you to watch out because there is some competition going on. Okay, it's not so much of the gossip that is kind of alerting me. It's more so of a competition. Somebody want to outdo somebody else because they feel like, hey, you always want to spend in this way, or you always want to make it seem like you have this, or you also want to make it seem like you have that. And so I'm going to tell you, you're going to lose a lot of respect for some people that are around you, or you may have already gone through this situation, because I do feel it on the back end, but I also feel it coming forward. Okay. So it's definitely petty, but I'm going to ask you, Virgo, please walk away from the situation because it's not worth it. Okay, I definitely see that it is not worth it. So whatever this conflict that are headed your way, this competition, this disagreement, your best option would be to just walk away from the situation, because that person really just, they just a disloyal type of person. They're not going to be honest with it. They definitely are sneaky, and they're speaking to other people like, okay, this person always want to make it seem like they have this. They always want to make it seem like they have that. But I'm going to ask you once again, Virgo, walk away from the situation. Walk away from the situation, because that situation definitely is not going to end as well as you want it to, and it's not going to go in your favor. So an argument is not in your best interest. It is not. I have to say, go ahead and walk away from the situation, because if you walk away, you're going to see things that are more so in strength of you progressing in what it is that you want to do, because I feel like this is going to be one of those test of times for you. Okay. And I hope you understand that it's like that test of time is more so to say, it's not something that you need to engage in, because at the end of the day, you're going to walk away feeling guilty. You're going to walk away feeling exhausted from the situation. You're going to be stuck in your head trying to figure out what really happened. Like, I know I was right. I know I was right in this situation. So why is it that I am more so being isolated for what happened? So I'm going to tell you, walk away from the situation so you do not regret making the wrong decision. Okay, you don't want any type of regret at this time. You don't want to be feeling guilty, stuck, or feeling like this is like living house free in your head when you should have done things a little differently. Okay, so I have to say, Virgos, definitely walk away from the situation, because when you do make that decision to walk away, you're the one that's going to grow, and you're going to be the one that's responsible for everything that takes place in your life. It's not so much of what the consequences are for that individual or people. You are the one that's going to be responsible for it, and the burdens are definitely going to weigh heavy on your shoulders. But I have to tell you, you walk away from this, you will get the completion of saying, you know what, I'm not holding on to this. I'm going to let it go. I have a life to live. I'm going to be prosperous in everything that I do. I am not going to let this weigh in such a way that it hinders what I am trying to succeed when it comes to my finances, when it comes to my home life, and everything that is surrounding me. So I have to say, walk away from situations that does not work out in the way that you have been. Okay, because I'm telling you, you are definitely in the test of times right now. Okay, and I have to say you're in the test of times, because it's like your patience is going to be tested. Okay, and that moment where you find yourself in a sticky situation, it's going to be where you have to have that courage to know how it will affect you versus those that are coming up against you. Okay, so keep that in mind, because petty conflict, it is not in your best interest at this time. Okay, so I need you to kind of take control of the situation and know that things not going to happen the way you want it to, just because you can dictate how things should have turned out. It's not always going to be in that way. Okay, it's not going to always be in that way. So I do need you to kind of focus in and know that you are responsible for yourself. No one else is responsible for you, Virgo. You're responsible for yourself. So just know that not everyone is going to come toward you in your best interest. It's up to you to take on and know that the best interest for you is to walk away from situations and things that are just pretty much just petty situations. Okay, so walk away from them as much as possible, as quickly as possible, so that you can continue to grow in such a way that it's not going to affect you in a negative way. Okay, because I do see where you're being rewarded in so many different ways, so don't walk away from your rewards. Okay, so please do not walk away from your rewards. I feel like your financial gain is on a new horizon for you. You're definitely getting ready to be rewarded for so many different things that you thought you couldn't overcome. You thought you could not progress financially, but Spirit is showing that you definitely are getting ready to grow financially. It's like you're investing into something that is going to grow. Just it seems like it's going to be almost like an overnight type of situation. And I rarely like to tell a person that things are going to change overnight. But for you, I have to say this investment, it's almost like you're going into some type of stocks, or you're trying to rebuild something within your business, or you're trying to turn a small dollar into a larger dollar amount, and you're definitely going to profit with that, Virgo. So definitely think about that. Think about how your finances are getting ready to grow, because I'm telling you, you can definitely secure some money. You can secure some money, and you have the power to do so. You can definitely discipline yourself at times, but sometimes you have that moment where you're kind of overspending. Okay. So kind of pull back from that a little bit, because I do see where your finances are definitely growing in an upward type of way. So it's like that investment that you just invested in, or you're getting ready to invest in, is definitely going to give you that security. Okay, you're definitely going to have that financial security, because you're coming more so in the stability of having the power to create your abundance and make it grow for you. Okay, so I have to say though, I do need you to make sure that you walk away from this petty disagreement, and make sure that you take control of the situations that are at front, so that you can look back and say, you know what, I have bigger things to do, I have bigger fish to fry, I have more money to gain, I have more things to do. So you know which way you're headed and what direction you're going in. So definitely, Virgos, stay on top of what it is that you want to do, and just know your growth depends on you and no one else. Thank you, my Virgos, and please leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know if this resonates with you.